Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and more Lunar coverage here as we're working our way through another scenario. And this is another fun one. Shuttle Graveyard incorporates a lot of new elements here. So it is set up to be a 6-turn game, and the backdrop here is a classified shuttle has gone down close to your outpost. Mission Control has requested that you immediately travel to the crash site and gather as many elements of the shuttle's experimental engine system as possible. Now the mission 2x2 board as is standard, and again meant for 2 players, but we can always obviously make tweaks to the setup here if we wanted to make this a multiplayer game. Each player takes turns placing 4 terrain pieces each of a crashed shuttle onto the map. So again, have some sort of suitable terrain. Might be a little bit tougher to do, but if not, just maybe some generic debris could work too. Crash shuttle pieces may not be placed within 8 inches of either starting corner, which on a 2x2 board, that's gonna definitely kind of put it more in like a center strip here. Roll for initiative. The winner chooses an empty corner and deploys their team within 6 of that corner, and same thing for the opponent in the opposite corner. Now this one does use the shuttle explosion hazard, which definitely adds some crazy elements to that. And again, just like the seismic fissure one, you're going to have to really make some risk versus reward trade-offs here to gain the resources and things that you're required to do. So speaking of that, there's 8 supply nodes. Again, here you're going to need to interact and or scavenge, but the way the win conditions work here is the goal for the players is to locate and capture the classified engine technology and survive until the end of turn 6. So the mission may end early if only one crew remains because the other has been killed or fled. Now the game ends on turn 6, and the winning team is the last one holding the classified technology. To the victor go the spoils. So the way this works then, classified tech, unique resource, 3 mass, that's massive, pun intended here, so that will certainly weigh somebody down if they've got even a decent amount of gear. A unit may interact or scavenge with shuttle parts. Units do not gain any modifiers to their rolls from items or rank on this, so that's an interesting one. So for an interact or scavenge roll a d6. On a roll of 6, you have located the classified tech, and the unit will automatically pick it up. On a roll of 1, the unit ruptures a fuel line or coolant valve and suffers a piercing +2 damage attack. On a roll of 2 to 5, you gain a resource token. Each shuttle part can only be scavenged once, so find some way to sort of mark that once it's been done. Once the classified tech has been discovered, units gain a supply token on a roll of 2 to 6 for all the other shuttle parts investigations there. If the classified tech has not been discovered by the last shuttle part, the last shuttle part automatically has it. If a unit holding the classified tech is placed out of action or removed from play, it just drops it and can be picked up by other units. And then some post-game things here. The winning player gains an extra 3 credits and may purchase a single rare item without a shuttle launch. And then the losing player also gets 3, but no other special goodies there. So the real objective can kind of be anywhere, essentially. And really, again, you want to be you basically want to be holding that at the end of the game. So that being said, it doesn't necessarily specify, getting back to your deployment zone or anything, but certainly that can be good to get away further from the enemies to kind of retreat back to more home territory there. So the only downside with this one really could be that, the opponent could get lucky and, whatever the first terrain piece that they interact with or the closest one to them might have it. And then, now it becomes a sort of a hunt to go drop that character. So they can certainly put a lot of intervening models and other things in the way and try and keep you from getting there, or take the objective, the classified tech, drop it somewhere close again to like the home territory, starting a location, and then just again trying to delay and annoy your efforts to try and recover it as much as possible, and then just go back and try and maybe hold it on at the end of turn 6. So timing can be critical here. So ideally, hopefully everyone has a chance to try a few shuttle pieces and it's nothing, and then somebody finally finds it. But yeah, sometimes it could get a little bit lopsided if one person finds it early and then is kind of just able to coast away the rest of the game. So here, I think in this one, just based on some of those parameters, certainly worth having a few ranged weapons just to be able to try and track down the person holding it. Now, it does make them a little bit slower, ideally, with massive 3, depending depending on what gear you have and what faction you're playing. So you might already be encumbered just by picking that up and having your gear. So just going to be an interesting way to work on that. And then certainly the risk too, though, of searching through the shuttle pieces and having those explode is pretty nasty too. Now it doesn't mention anything else about the resource tokens. It really just cares about who has the classified tech at the end of the game. So I guess there's no really point in picking up the resource tokens unless you just want to be weighed down. You certainly could come up with some additional campaign rules here for picking up those extra resource tokens. So, but a fun scenario nonetheless. Let us know, guys, how you've played Shuttle Graveyard, how you've loaded out for that, and how those games have gone for you. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll have more Lunar for you very soon.